Welcome back to my channel. This is lecture 5 on my short series on Ayurveda and nutrition based on the syllabi prepared by the University of Delhi for its value added course. 2 credits for the course. Okay? And in this lecture, I'm going to talk about the importance of seasonal eating in Ayurveda. Okay? Now, this PPT was also my practical PPT for this subject. And now I'll just write a term here. I just hope my pen works properly. That just makes things easier. So the term is called Ritucharya. Now again, Ritu means season. Charya comes from Dinacharya, like we have Dinacharya, which means daily routine. Ritucharya means our routine and our actions based on the season, which is ongoing currently. Seasonal eating is a part of Ritucharya because we align our food habits, or that's what we are supposed to do or recommended to do during the different seasons. Do we do it? Not really. Is it possible to do it? Well, it is. Is it easy? Maybe. I don't know. Is it easy for a student living in a PG? Well, not really. Same for the hostel. Unless the hostel is maintained by Ayurveda students, the mess of the hostel, and they follow Ritucharya while preparing the mess menus in the different months. That's a different thing altogether. Ayurveda, some theoretical stuff before. Ayurveda is an ancient Indian medicine that recognizes the connection between food and nature. It encourages eating foods in season. Seasonal eating has many benefits for our health, including improving digestion, boosting immunity, and maintaining a balanced weight. Why things happen, I'll try to explain in a philosophical way because it is a philosophical thing more than scientific. You can say it's a philosophical approach to health science, and this is the same thing again. See, eating foods that are in season is thought to align our bodies with the Earth's biological processes and promote balance and harmony. It is also believed that seasonal fruits and vegetables are more nutritious and contain higher levels of vitamins and minerals. And when you eat out of sync with nature, even if you diet an otherwise healthy diet, the consequences can include a compromised immune system, unhealthy weight gain or loss, poor skin and hair quality, and even an increased risk of more serious illnesses. By the way, some one of you, have you tried not following things or following things, and have you felt the changes in your body? So if any professor or teacher or any student, if anyone is watching, or some practitioner, and if you have actually tried this and got results, please write in the comment section as well. I would love to know it. So eating ayurvedically in accordance with the seasons doesn't make you only feel good in the moment, but it is a powerful preventative health measure as well. Now, again, just a recap, the three prakritis which we have. I cannot find my pen once again. Where is it? Here it is. So the three prakritis which we have, Vat is composed of air and space, Pith is composed of fire and water, Kaph is composed of water and earth. Now what exactly happens is each season either pacifies or ignites these energies within us, meaning that our systems can be thrown out of balance if we do not take measures to adapt our bodies to the weather. So what is actually happening, suppose the Vata Prakriti is going down, it is going out of equilibrium. Our foods should be such that Vat Prakriti can be brought up. This is the basic principle of seasonal eating. Now, just to mention the energies associated with each element. Now, fire has, inspiration, passion, positive action. Passion is all kinds of passion, by the way. Okay. Water is about vitality, introspection, wisdom, and peace. Also, there is this remedy. If you feel angry, you should have some water. Then it is supposed to console your, volcanic mind. Earth symbolizes stability, reliability, trust, balance, and fertility. Again, see, fertility of the soil and fertility of the body. Both are represented by the same thing. And that's why they are put in the same category in this philosophy. Wind denotes cheerfulness and courtesy. So if the wind element is not there, which one has wind? Vat has wind element in it. Pith does not have wind element in it, right? Only Vat has wind element in it. So if you have Vat dosh, basically, Vat dosh where the Vat prakriti goes down a lot, you will become more and more irritable, because the cheerfulness factor will go, the courtesy factor will also go. So while you will not greet people properly, you will become angry or irritated when you see people. You would not like to mix with others easily, even with your friends. These things will happen. Space denotes freedom, transcendence, and interconnectedness of all things. It goes beyond, spirituality. Now, we are talking about a dosha, okay? Dosh means imbalance, basically. Now, whenever we talk about accumulation of a dosha or a prakriti, it means this particular prakriti. I should not use the term dosha exactly, I should use the term prakriti or the energies. So this prakriti will start accumulating or its proportion will start increasing in the body. Provocation or prakop means the collected up energies will show its action. And shaman or soothing, what will happen then? It will again go down and it will regain its balance, not retain. So for Vat Prakriti, it accumulates during Grishma, it and after Grishma comes Varsha, right? So it collects during Grishma, it waits for some time and tries or starts showing its action during Varsha, and immediately after Varsha, which season comes? Sharat. So it falls in Sharat. Okay. What is Vat? Again, recapitulation. It's important. Vat is air plus earth. Sorry, air plus space. Okay. Should I write it here? I wrote the wrong thing, but never mind. Air plus space. Pith. What are the energies in Pith? Fire plus water. Right? When Vat is showing its prakop, it's the time for the sanchaya of pitta energies. Okay? And since Vat is dominant during the Varsha and Pit is just being accumulated, it will not show that much energy or that much impact. And in the next season, which is Sharat, Pit will show its prakop, and after Sharat comes Hemant, it will start pacifying itself. Now, what happens with Kapha? With Kapha, what are the combination of energies? Water plus earth. Kapha starts accumulating when pitta is already being pacified. All right. So you can say that Hemant season is kind of flexible. No, Prakriti is actually showing any prakop during that time, or you cannot see any natural dosha during that season, and it accumulates itself during Hemant and winter. You can say mid January, right? And it starts showing its prakop only in Vasant, and it again starts soothing in Grishma. And while it is soothing, Vat again starts accumulating, and the cycle continues then. This is how it happens. Okay, moving on. I'll just show you some examples here, what to eat and what to avoid in the different seasons. And I have taken a lot of the data from the Art of Living's website. Okay, so Sharat Ritu begins in the middle of September and lasts until mid November. Actually, not. Hemant comes, isn't it, that time? Well, okay, whatever. So, middle of September to November, we get one last surge of warmth and dryness. Now, after the rainy season, as we know, after monsoon or Varsha, we have Sharat. So, the water element going down, the Agni or digestive fire regains its strength. Now, these are definitions which I picked up from somewhere, but is this confusing? It definitely is. Instead of this, if I just come to this part, I think the understanding is better rather than going through, this definition, which is the falling dosha during Sharat. It is Vat. And the dosh which is showing its action, Prakop, is Pith, which means Pith is in excess. What should our aim be? To pacify the Pith energies. What is Pith? Fire plus, fire plus, am I forgetting? Water, yeah, correct. And since fire element is already there in excess, we should eat light, cold foods mainly. Along with it, the other tastes which are involved are bitter, astringent, sweet, that are easy on the stomach. Avoid foods high in fat and salt. You do not want to increase the fire further. Okay. Foods that you can eat, like we have root vegetables, whole grains, we have legumes. My laptop is lagging, pen is not working, now it's working. Green vegetables and fruits, rice, ghee and honey. So bitter taste, sweet taste, astringent I had mentioned in a previous lecture. You know the taste of radish, especially if you eat it raw maybe. Well, you need not eat it raw. Like any form of radish or raw carrot, that taste is astringent. And food of totla क्यों बन रहा हूँ मैं? Avoid these foods here: spicy foods, curd, sugary beverages, chili. Not too much sugar, basically, right? Sweet foods, not too much sugar. It will warm the body further. And this is a fact: curd actually warms the body, it does not cool it. And that's why during summer, you should not eat curd directly. Like the recommendation, you should eat curd either in the form of lassi or in the form of buttermilk or with salt or with sugar, but not directly, because it warms the body and does not cool it, which also means you should have curd during winter. Okay. Now Hemant Ritu, again, this definition, let it be. Let us look at this part. The dosha which is falling is pitta, which means the fiery elements are falling now. Fiery element in the nature overall, fire and water, but since fire is unique to pith, so we are putting more emphasis to this element. In nature it is falling, so it will also have an impact in our body, and in our body as well the fiery element will fall or start falling. Okay. And the rising dosh is kaf. What is kaf? Kaf is, we know, I think water plus earth, right? Basically it's a cool vibe which we get here, and the fire is falling. So what should we do? We have to warm the body, energize the fire which is inside of us. Okay. Aim of the season is to keep you warm and nourished. And there we had in the under Sharat, I had mentioned that sweet foods, but not too much of sugary beverages and all, because it will warm the body. But this time, see, we have to eat sweet, sour, and salty foods, also spicy foods, unctuous. What's the meaning of unctuous? Slimy. 2 lectures ago, right? Oily dishes as well, fats basically to keep the body warm. We can eat fermented dishes, spicy foods, onions, potatoes, curd, chili pumpkin cabbage sandwich, sugary beverages, rice, spinach, corn, beet, apple, date, dairy. And by the way, since I took things from the Art of Living's website, we don't have non-veg foods here, right? So we can actually mention under non-veg egg whites because it is light, you know, egg whites, and we can mention fish. We can mention some seafoods which are light, you know. It's not white fish; it's egg white and fish. Okay. And here, if you are talking about heavy non-veg foods, we can talk about meat in general. You can include chicken, you can include mutton as well. Well, mutton is more fatty than chicken. Chicken is more light, especially the breasts and those parts. Not the leg is more red than chicken breasts. Is chicken red meat? No. But chicken leg is more red than chicken breast. So in meat in general, you can also put egg yolk because it is fatty and you need it to keep yourself warm. Terrible handwriting, but yeah, I'll practice and I'll get better at this one. Avoid cold foods like lassi, soft drinks, ice cream. Avoid light foods. Avoid dry fruits. Dry foods. Sorry. Okay. Keep yourself hydrated basically. And this is also common sense. We know that during winter, body gets drier. Winter or pre-winter. So keep that in mind. In the Shishir is winter, and during Shishir, cough will show its prakop. Finally, it will, right? Oh, it will not. It will still make us wait actually, but yeah, you can see it has been collected by a lot amount, and it is getting ready to show its action. So yeah, Kaf Prakriti is very powerful during this time. So we have to balance the ever powerful Kaf energies. Keep up with the diet established during Hemant Ritu, and yeah, the same things again. Same type of tastes. Have soup, then sweets, root vegetables, beans, fresh eggs, cheese and dairy, fruits, rice and wheat. Avoid cold foods, light foods, dry foods. Okay. During Vasant, now we are getting back the warmth slowly, slowly. Dosha in action is again cough, but it is uh, the thing is, our body is now kind of habituated with the cup energies because from the previous two seasons, it is showing its khel. Khela hobe, it is saying. It has been saying for 2 months, right? So, and also one more thing. As we mentioned, the fiery element is now gone for quite some time, and we were trying to keep our body warm by indulging in rich food which was being digested because of the habit which our body had developed in the previous seasons again. But now that it has already got a lot of exposure of the cuff energies, our Agni actually starts dying during this time. Hence, we have to make the food more light now. And there is one thing called season change, right? Once it comes during spring, once during Sharat, and it's a common term at our households that in season change we can get sick easily. So we have to eat healthy. Okay. Have gut healthy foods like barley and honey. Then gently stimulating spices which are healthy actually, like coriander, cumin, turmeric, and fennel. Watermelon and blackberry. Watermelon to keep you hydrated. Even muskmelon is tasty. I had some uh, in the last few days. Actually, for the first time in my life. And broccoli, cabbage. Avoid tomatoes. Uh-oh. Melon nahi khane ko keh rahe hai. Then why are you telling watermelon, bro? Uh, Maybe just put it here, I guess. I don't know. Avoid spicy food. Avoid alcohol. Well, I won't comment on alcohol. I don't know how it feels to have alcohol. But the point is, alcohol makes your body warm, right? And during this season, the body is sensitive. We don't want it to become warm, so avoid alcohol. Same with nuts. And during Grishma, Kaph dosh finally starts falling and Vat dosh starts rising. Okay? And digestive fire is at an all time low. So, this is my observation. If you have noticed all that I have been telling you in this lecture, the Agni of the body is a result of the dominant energies of the previous seasons. In this season, we think about balancing the doshas according to this season and also manage foods according to our Agni strength, which is based on the energies in the previous seasons. Now, since in the three previous seasons we had a very cold vibe, the digestive fire is finally at an all time low. Plus, it's summer time, and we don't really want to make our body even warmer. So, just go for cold foods, okay? Curd and buttermilk, sweet corn, cucumber, tender coconut water, amla. Wait, amla we have during winter actually. And we get amla in winter actually. And it also helps in cold. Why did I put it in summer then? Alright, jam millet khana is very good. It has a lot of vitamins and minerals. Have fresh summer fruits, mango. Now recently we had that case, right? When CBI said Kejriwal ji was having a lot of mangoes so that he can increase his diabetes and move to a hospital. Well, avoid heavy meals. And finally, Varsha Ritu. What happens here? Dosha in action is the air plus space element Vat. Rising dosha is Pith. And our aim is to get the digestive fire roaring again. Okay, so yeah, let's do it because this is a good time because it's monsoon and the heat of the weather is actually going down, and our Agni was already weak. So since the temperature is going down, just raise it. All right, and it's important to hydrate ourselves as well during this time. Now, salty, sour, and oily foods are the star of this season. Although you want your digestive fire to begin to pick up, avoid heavy foods at first because the fire will gradually build up, right? Transition slowly during the season. Ideal Varsha diet avoids uncooked foods and favors warm, freshly cooked meals. Why avoids uncooked foods, especially during the beginning? Because towards the beginning of the monsoon, the Agni is not dominating. We have to get it to dominate with our fooding. So initially, if we have uncooked foods, our body will not be able to digest it. Okay, have a lot of fluids, fruits, vegetables, spices, garlic, ginger, and you can accordingly you can put the non-veg items as well. Maybe avoid egg yolk, which we don't. The ones who eat eggs, unless a doctor explicitly tells us. Avoid mutton, and those who have beef, avoid beef. But again, जिसको जो करना है वो तो करेगा. I'm just saying this is what is supposed to happen. Now, we don't control our diet. Our parents do. Let them again. Okay, I don't know. When we grow up, maybe we are already grown up, but yeah, long way to go. You know, avoid these foods. I can't find my pen once again. Here it is. Avoid sharabat. Avoid sattu mixed with water. Basically, don't try to cool the body because we want to get the fire roaring. And some other benefits of eating seasonally before my timer runs out for the recording. Again, the seasonal foods have higher nutritional value and they are fresher. They are more affordable because we don't have to store them. If you're storing foods, especially in cold storage, we need electricity. And that's the problem, right? It costs money. Not the case with seasonal foods. And eating seasonal foods reduces greenhouse gas emissions because they don't require as much energy to be produced. Natural environment, we don't need to create artificial conditions for them. Eating seasonal foods also supports local markets and farmers while reducing greenhouse gas emissions. And I actually mentioned his name under the sources because I have borrowed a lot of things from his material as well. And I have no idea where he has got them from. So, yeah, just I mentioned his name. I did it while presenting in CIC, this presentation. And that's all. Thanks for watching this video. God bless you all and best of luck for the exam. Thank you.